Welcome back to Bloom Through Faith. My name is Diamond, and I'm really happy to be here with you all again and a new video. First, before we jump into Saturday story time, I wanted to provide a couple of updates for a few gatherings that I will be holding and hosting this month of May. So the first one is a seed starting and plant family class. That is a free class that will be on May 31st at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that would be around like maybe 9 or 10 Pacific time. But basically, I will be sharing the basics of seed starting, any tips, and just sharing more from my experience over the years. I have cultivated my own garden. I have grown food in raised beds. I have grown food directly through, like in the soil through direct seeding. I've grown food and veggies and flowers in pots. I've also I've stewarded my own little like half acre of land at like a community garden. So yeah, I just want to share more about my experience and hope that it will be beneficial for those who maybe are beginners. I still consider myself a beginner in a way. I think that for me personally, I don't stop learning, and so I'm excited to share more and to also learn from you all who attend the class, your experience with certain things that have worked, certain techniques that may not have worked when you when you have grown plants, whether it's house plants or outdoor plants or flowers. So really, or even hydroponic plants. So I am definitely coming in with the intention of teaching and also of being a student. So I welcome people of all levels who would like to join to be there. If you don't know maybe anything at all about where to find seeds, how to maybe like what type of soil, what containers, or do you even need containers to start seeds, I am happy to provide a plethora of information in that regard. And then also recently I've realized that seeds have their own doctrine of signatures, as well as other visual cues that can really help us determine certain aspects about the plant as they continue to develop. And during this class, I will also speak about plant families and the importance of plant families and identification, the importance of agricultural use of certain crops and certain plants throughout the years, throughout history, medicinal use, therapeutic value, and just so much more. And also I could speak to culinary as well. I often find that there is a plant that, in a specific plant family that someone may not enjoy, right? They that may be like the worst food ever for them, or the worst vegetable ever for them in their lens and or their perspective, right? But I was just like, they could also, though, if they're trying to maybe, like if it was doctor recommended, or if they just had this intuitive sense that this plant have these essential vitamins or minerals, or it helps with this, inevitably I feel that there are plants within that same plant family that can help them receive that nutrients that their body is asking for. But it doesn't have to be directly the plant that they would prefer not to eat. So yeah, really excited about that class. So again, it's May 31st at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. It is a free class. So if you would like to join, I will put my email in the description below, and you all can just feel free to reach out and contact me. I would love for you all to be there. For those those who feel called, just show up as you are. You don't have to like know all the things. I find that you can receive so much just by coming as like an open book and being curious. And yeah, so really excited for that. And then I also wanted to share that you all may have seen, or if you've watched the previous video, that was on the May Clan Mother Listening Woman, which I am going to be holding and hosting a virtual gathering on May 24th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. These are both on Saturdays. So I just wanted to make it accessible for those who, you know, may have different schedules during the week or who just may not be available. I wanted to place those on the weekend so that more people, if they would like, have flexibility and availability. And it is in the evenings. It is this one specifically, this gathering would be in the evening or the late afternoon, 4 p.m. And yeah, I'm really just excited to really be in an intimate gathering where people are able to receive the potent medicines of the listening woman and of the May Clan Mother, and to be in community to share specific challenges that they may have noticed or have been reflecting on during the month, and to also speak to certain, you know, growth points or places where they are finding that there is a shift that's happened, or just noticing more spaciousness or more openness or more flow that has been cultivated and really harnessed during this month. And also to just delve deeper into our understanding of self and our path, and being really present in the moment with, you know, how life is initiating us and what phase of life we're in currently. And yeah, I'm really excited. There is going to be a creative section during the gathering, and then also towards the end I will be providing an energy work sequence, so really allowing us to really source from Mother Earth. And oftentimes, you know, when we feel exhausted or when we feel tired, it's because we actually often aren't in the body or don't have enough energy and chi flowing through all aspects of our form, right? And so that's when we get to call on Mother Earth and the cosmos, and call on the elements, and just different medicine to really support and to call all of our energy back, and to really again just be present in our bodies and be present with where we are, you know, where we are in our life. And energy work also helps, I find, I'll speak for me personally, me come into more being neutral about where I am in my life. And yeah, there was one other thing I wanted to say. And I'll also just share from the last gathering that I held with my lovely sister and friend Zenya. Within the energy work, I intuitively just weaved in certain aspects from that the April Clan Mother looks for our woman. So excited to also offer that in the ways in which I channeled through and flowed through the listening woman, and that guidance. So yeah, and it's all very catered to. It's all very catered to those who show up. So it's not something that's like pre-planned. The sequence and many of the prompts, I really feel into who will be, you know, who will be showing up, and what's needed, and what can be most supportive for their, you know, their minds, their bodies, and what they're stepping into. So I think I am going to make a new video for the story time, because I just want to keep this video short and sweet. So yeah, all the information in regards to where you can RSVP will be in the comments below. And then there was one other thing, a third thing. Oh, the Kara's Plant Nursery is live again for another season. It has been successful throughout the years. Often I grow an abundance of plants, and so what I like to do is, of course, share with my direct community, often people who I live close to, like my neighbors and those who maybe live a block or so out. I often love sharing the vegetables and flowers in that way, and seeds in that way. And also, I've been feeling called to send the plant babies out to those in further regions or in other states who may not have the space or the time to really commune with and to be with the plants at the very, very beginning. Because I'll speak to this in the class, that like you'll find that you'll start the seeds one day and then immediately, maybe 2 to 3 days, depending on the soil, depending on other variables, but the plants they'll often what's the word, it's not coming to me, they will often sprout. That's the word. I couldn't think of it. They'll often sprout when they're ready to sprout, no matter like what it says on the back of the seed packet. Oftentimes they sprout when they're like, I'm ready, I'm here. So yeah, so for those who may not have time to really cultivate that presence, and at the beginning of the life cycle, like I would love to be able to do that for you, and we can talk. And if there's certain plants that you all would like in your garden that maybe I'm not currently stewarding, I'm not currently growing, we can also, that's also an option, that I can get those seeds and grow them and send them off to you. So, I mean, get the seeds, grow the plants, and send them off to you. So, yeah, all the information will be in the description below. Really, really excited. Again, I've said that like 1,000 times in this video, and yeah, and there will be another video too, speaking to the summer splash boxes that are coming soon. So yeah, all right, time to film the next video. Bye. Thanks for listening.